Okay, this is basically going over everything on my bike. It's pretty much up and rolling. Everything's mechanically sound. All the electrical connections are made. Right now I have 67 volts going to the controller right now. This is a 12 fit 4110, so it can take up to 100. I do have the packs over there. I just haven't, officially tested it at 88 volts yet, or basically 100 volts fresh off the charger. I have a standalone cycle analyst that's basically, you can't tell on the display, but it's giving me 67.2 volts. And just going over everything, I have a thumb throttle, e-brake levers on both sides. Here's my flashlight. It's supposed to be 1,000 lumens, but I don't know about that, but it's plenty bright enough for me to use on the trails. It's way better than those 3 LED lights and stuff that you find at Walmart and everything, so I'm pretty happy with it. I have my camera mount for my JVC Pixel high def camera. All the wires are neatly put in a loom here. I could run them in the frame, but it was just too much trouble to get them in and out while I was building the bike. I mean, it looks good either way, so I'm happy with it. I have all the connections and everything bundled up in one of those crystal light sleeves that protects their connections and everything. Got the phase wires down here. I'm using 4mm bullets. I redid the phase wires in the axle. I didn't actually upgrade the size, but I did take them out the sheath. I shrink wrapped all the phase wires. I shrink wrapped the hall wires, and then I ran 2 more wires for the temp switch. I got 120C temp switch, which is basically 248 degrees. And what that would do is it'll trip speed 3 on the controller to where it'll block it out, and it will just leave me at speed 1 and speed 2, which is right now I have them programmed at 30 and 60%. So it's sort of a limp home mode until the switch activates, and when the motor cools down enough to where I can use speed 3 again. The extension for the phase wires are 8-gauge silicone wires. The motor spins up in the right direction. It doesn't shudder, skip, or anything. The no load amps are pretty good. Got the V-brake set up pretty nice. There's like little to no play in it. The wheel is very balanced and true, so I'm able to get those V-brakes set up pretty nicely. I do have a pass sensor. You see the wire going down to the bottom bracket. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Other than that, everything is pretty much ready to go. Got to put a little bit more air in the tires. These are Big Apples, 2.35 Big Apples, and I normally run them at 40-45 psi. I might have to run them at 50 since I gained a little bit of weight since I last had this configuration, but pretty much everything is the same as it was last year. I had LiPo last year, had a 1.3 kilowatt hour pack. This year I have a total of 2 kilowatt hours. I do have panniers that if I am running a long if I am doing a long trip, I'll run my panniers, but if I'm not, I do have a rack bag that will just fit 3 to 4 of these packs for either 50.4 volts or 67.2. It just depends on what will fit in the bag when it gets here. The bag's supposed to fit 4 of those packs. If it does, it'll be freaking awesome. If it doesn't, I'm totally fine at 50.4 volts. It's totally fine, because I mainly need to use this bike to get out on the trail and log some miles so I can shed some of this weight off. But I'm going to go ahead and turn the controller on. Basically I have one of those multi-switch pods from Lin. It has I'm using the left and right for my speed switches. L should be low, middle should be speed 2, right should be high or speed 3. The red button is the controller on and off button, and the green button is push button regen. I mean, it's tied into the e-brake, so if I pull the e-brakes, you'll feel the motor regen. If I don't feel like, since the e-brakes are so tight to where, you know, these things will stop on a, it'll stop the disc brake and the V-brake. It'll stop the bike on a dime. I have the push button to where if I don't want to use my brakes, I can just use the push button regen to slow me down in certain areas. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and turn the controller on. Alright, controller's on. It pulls about 50 to 60 milliamps in standby, which is pretty normal. Go ahead and turn the throttle over here. Alright, so we got the wheel moving. It's moving kind of slow. I don't have it wide open yet, but alright, that's in low speed. That's high speed, and I use the brake, the regen brake, to stop the motor. I'm turn it on medium speed. So, alright, just going through it one more time. Low. Medium. And that was high. Alright, so the throttle works totally fine. So right now I'm gonna demonstrate how the pass sensor works, or basically the pedal assist sensor. So I'm going to use the pedals to activate the motor, and the pedal assist sensor does work in all speeds. So I'm gonna start off in speed 1, I think. Alright, if you can lightly hear it, and the faster I spin, the faster the motor spins up. And after 2 seconds, the motor stops running and the wheel slows down. So I'm going to demonstrate it one more time. Alright, the motor came on. Motor's off and the wheel is freewheeling to a stop. Alright, now the scary thing about this is it does, the pass works in speed 2 and speed 3, so this sucker takes off like a bat, so I gotta be careful at what speed I have it in. But here's speed 2, and like I said, the speed's limited to a percentage of your top speed. So speed 2 should be significantly faster than speed 1. It's set at 60%, and this sucker will take off like a bat out of hell. That was regen braking, slowing it down. And so like speed 2 was pretty fast, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the speed 3. And like I said, this is like scary as hell. Like I said, I really do got to make sure I have it in the right mode. that should demonstrate the pedal assist sensor. I don't know if it's quite an assist, but I think the reason why I have it, because on our trail, the trail says they don't allow motorized vehicles, and apparently my bike classified as a motorized vehicle, so I figured that if I get the pedal assist sensor, at least they will see me pedaling and they won't try to stop me for anything, because I did get pulled over once because they saw me get on my bike and ride off without pedaling, but I figured since I have the pedal assist sensor and it can basically it can control the throttle because it's in parallel with the throttle, so it's it'll kind of help me kind of be a little bit more stealthy about my electric bike. Obviously, you still have wires going on. I'm gonna get an appropriate sheath to where I can hide the red wires and everything. I'm gonna get like a black nylon mesh sheath to disguise everything, so nothing obviously red and black is on the bike. With the panniers, you really can't see the motor, which is a good thing, but when I have the rack bag, you will be able to see the motor. But either way, I still should be pretty stealthy with this setup. I'm pretty happy with it. Like I said, I haven't officially rode it yet, but everything is mechanically sound. Brakes are good. Just need to put a little air in the tires. I think I need to adjust my derailleur a little bit, but other than that, I'm pretty much to go. As soon as I get this bag, I'm gonna shoot another on-ride video trying out my new camera mount, and we're gonna see how everything goes on her first test ride. But as far as her being in the house on the kickstand, I'm pretty happy with everything. I just can't wait to hop back on it.